Hello friends, hello family, welcome to my home and welcome to our sacred space that I have prepared for us to do this today. I'm Olivia and this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia here to do your daily pick tarot meditation. If you haven't started a meditative practice yet, this is a really good way to do that. Um, Once you've watched one of these videos, you've done a meditation. If you've never done any before, it's passive, it's easy. It's a great way to begin a practice because it is so easy, and then you can always add to it as you need. So, also, there are lots of ways to connect with me, so please do that. You can just click on my link tree in the description of this video and see where it takes you. And you can book a more accurate and personal reading on my website. And if you're watching this video, go ahead and take the time to like the video, share it with at least one somebody you feel would enjoy a daily pick meditation, or share it on your Facebook page, or tweet it out. I don't mind. Every little bit helps, you know. And my goal is not to make money or get monetized on YouTube. That is not my goal. If that were my goal, I'd be posting other things. So, what is my goal? My goal is to reach as many people as I can because I do want to spread hope. I do want to spread light. I do want for people to have something, and to come to get some small little piece of goodness for their day. So that's the way it goes. I already have our cards out. I even already pulled our card of the day. I pulled our card of the day from our Healing the Mind and Spirit cards. I did shuffle and pull by chance. These are not cards that I chose. I picked them out of the deck. You are here to learn, not to suffer. Karma is the result of your past actions, allowing you to learn and to grow. I know that karma does not mean suffering or punishment. Well, I'm not disagreeing, but I will say that sometimes karma does include pain and suffering. But that's not all it's about. I guess that's what that card is trying to say. I don't feel like I'm disagreeing. I just feel like I don't know. I really like these cards, even though sometimes I do disagree a little bit with the main philosophy. We are not here to suffer. Karma is the result of your past actions, allowing you to learn and grow. We're just going to stay with that today, and we're going to pick up. Oh, I haven't showed you your card toppers. So under the first one, we have your Joe, and then we have our black coffee here, and then we have our Java, and then we have our Cuppa right here. Just all different words for coffee. I used to do the decks upright, and these paper toppers made a lot more sense back then. Right now, I guess I'm hoping you can see them fairly well. If not, go ahead and take the time and pause the video and kind of look over them when I held them up. Hopefully that will do. And now, without further yakety yak, let's go ahead and pick up your cup of joe and see what we have under here. Under here, under where? Under there, under where? Magician. So the Magician obviously is a magical card to have, and you can see on the table if you look closely. Let me see if I can get it focused right. You can see on the table you have all the symbols of all the signs. We have the staves or the wands. We have the cup. We have the swords. We have the pentacles. We have the infinity sign above the Magician's head, and he's holding a wand. There is a lot going on in this picture because he is being extremely resourceful and reaching through the realms, through the all the particles and finding magic. This card is about power. This card is about resourcefulness. This card is about skill and creativity and thought that moves to action with authority. This card tells you that you have all the tools you need to do the things that you need to do today. And if it seems impossible, it's not impossible for you because you have all the tools and the resourcefulness to move forward. You have loads of intuition today. If you don't believe in magic, pretend that you do just for today. And do one little magic trick for yourself and see what happens. Like, I don't know, think of something. A little magical thing. Look for magic in your day to day. And remember that you are here to learn. And that if karma comes for you, it's not because we're here to have pain. No, it isn't. Okay. So that's a good card. That's a very positive card today. You with your cup of joe today are off to a great start. If you have already started and you're at the end of your day, look back and see what kind of magical things may have happened. I'm going to pick up our black coffee. I'd like to rename it espresso, but it's already written there on the card. So your card is the Hierophant, which is also known as the High Priest or the Pope. I like to think of him as the Pope. So who is the Pope to you? Maybe he's nothing. Maybe you're not Catholic. But even if you aren't Catholic, who he is a liaison from man to God, a traditional liaison. So you have the Pope's blessing, the Pope today. I often think of connection to God, connection to the traditional thoughts and ways of worship when I see this card. So I'd like you to reach back into your childhood and remember if your parents taught you some traditional way to worship, and find something comforting and repeat that today. For instance, if you learned a little prayer when you were a kid, if you can remember that prayer or look or Google it, go ahead and say that little prayer today. I want you to think about your traditional ways that you have learned to grow and learn to use and learn in your traditional way in your childhood growing up, in your church system now if you still worship traditionally. Traditionally can mean, for me at least in religion, can also mean paganism if that was your traditional upbringing. So that's your assignment today. And remember, you're here to learn, not suffer. Karma is the result of your past actions, allowing you to learn and grow. I know that karma does not mean suffering or punishment. So even if it was traditional for you to be punished, don't go there. Don't go there. All right. Let's see what's under our Java. I don't know if you noticed, but he was upside down. I put him upside down so I could remember that that's how he was. He is the Knight of Cups, which is a especially pleasing knight, a sweet, loving, romantic knight. He's the knight that carries flowers to his sweetie, and he always has a sweetie. He's charming. He's all those wonderful things, but when he's upside down, he can be a little manipulative and calculating. He's very sensitive, so he's not out to hurt anyone. That's not his thing. However, he can be a little tricky. He can have a little artifice which means maybe a little white lies here and there, or maybe like trying to get his way. And he uses he's very good looking. He uses that in order to get his way. So if he is you today, check yourself. If he is someone else in your life today, be wary. And know that karma does not mean suffering or punishment. But sometimes sometimes it contains suffering and punishment. Okay, now we're going to turn over Cuppa. Not punishment, learning, right? That's what we're trying to learn. We're trying to learn, not be punished. Okay, let's see what's under your card. What card is under your topper? And you notice it's the Nine of Cups, which was also upside down when I pulled it, which just means you may have been being a little overindulgent lately. Maybe even with your food. Maybe you're eating too much. Maybe you're partying too much. It can also mean that there's maybe there's been kind of a mistake made that needs to be cleaned up. It's something you can do. You can clean up this mistake. If it's a mistake that you made, it can be cleaned up. You can't always get things back like you like them. For instance, if you broke somebody's leg, it's kind of hard to clean that up, isn't it? But you can do what you can to make amends. So if you have this card today, be careful about overindulging. And if you've made a mistake, even if you feel like you can't clean it up at all, do your best to try. Do your best to clean it up as best you can. Your mistakes. Or your mistake. This card, I think it's kind of speaking of a particular mistake. If you are not feeling like, I don't know what she's talking about. If you're feeling there, then it might be overindulgence. And if you haven't been eating too much or partying too much and you're like, I really don't know what she's talking about, you might think about something. Just think about it throughout your day. It'll come to you. And now we've gotten to the end. Here we are. I hope you were able to get something helpful or hopeful. And do take what resonates with you, but also please don't make any life-altering decisions or changes based on video pick-a-card readings, not even this one. So please like, subscribe, and share, and do come back tomorrow. I really appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much.